A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a simple, pleasant tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition. We have kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? And I'll tell you, I don't know, but it is a tradition. And because of our traditions, everyone knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Day and night must struggle for a living, feed and wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word and go. The papas, tradition, the papas, tradition.
Within the circle of our little village, we have always had on special types. For instance, Yenta the matchmaker.
Andra, I have found a perfect match for your son.
Who is it?
Rochelle, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rochelle? But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Do you understand that? Your son, he is not much to look at. The way she sees, the way he looks. It's a perfect match.
And now, the beggar. bad week?
So, because you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, sir.
Is there a blessing for the Tsar?
Blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
And then there are others within our village. They have a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable. His Honor the Priest. And His Honor many others. We don't bother them. And so far, they don't bother us. And between ourselves, we all get on perfectly well. Of course, there was one time when he sold him a horse, and he delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace.
It was a horse!
It was a mule!
Horse!
Mule!
Horse!
Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no lie. But I do like to think of him. And even that does not give me much pleasure. For as you know, he was not much of a man. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. But he was better than nothing.
Excuse me, is that in the house?
But she's busy. You can come back later.
But I need to talk to her.
Later! Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor tailor Motto want with Sam?
They've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Mother, these are nothing.
Oh, children, they are your blessing in your old age. Naira, he could not give me children. Believe me, he was as good as gold, never raised his voice. But what use is that, if otherwise he is not much of a man? But what's the use in complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. Well, I must prepare my poor Sabbath table. So goodbye, Golda, and it was a pleasure talking our hearts out.
Yenta, you said you had news for me.
Oh, of course, the news. I'm losing my head. One day it'll fall off into the mud, but the horse will come by and kick it, and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, a wealthy man. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand? Of course. To make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Cycle.
My cycle?
No, the Tsar's cycle. Of course your
Oh,
cycle.
such a match for my cycle. But tell him, he wants a learned man. He doesn't like laser.
Listen to me, Golden. Send Temple to him. And tell him what it's about and to discuss it himself. He will win him over. He is a good man. A wealthy man. True? True. So you tell me how it went. And you don't have to thank me because aside from my speech and every laser will pay, it gives me great satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So goodbye, Golda. And you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish washing the floor.
Maybe Yenta finally found a good match for you, Zayt.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Mottle, the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
But Zayt, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me.
And after her, one for me.
So, if Yenta brings...
Yenta!
Somebody has to arrange the matches.
He's handsome, he's tall, like this from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right! You hear he has a temper, he'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober, so you're alright. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I'll do the best I can, with no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you've got a man. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time.
To this feeling I misunderstood that I could get some for good. Dear Yetta, see that he's gentle, remember you are also a bride. It's not that I'm sentimental, it's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush, maybe I've learned. Playing with matches, a girl can get burned. So bring me no rain, bring me no rain, find me no fine, catch me no can, unless he's a matchless man.
Today, I am a horse. Dear God, why did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, Tavia. Bless him with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my poor old horse? Sometimes I think, when things are a little too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my friend Tavia.
You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Hurry up, the sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining, except with your help, I'm starving to death. You made many, many poor people. Of course, it's no great shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. And what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, digga, 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 teedle, taddle, tom. All day long I'd bitty, bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Digga, 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 teedle, taddle, tom. If I were a bitty, bitty rich, idle, digga, diddle, daddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would There'll be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and the one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, with each loud quack and quack and quack and quack, land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-diddle-diddle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-diddle-diddle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, idle-dig-a-diddle-diddle man, I'd see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife, with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important man in town will come to phone on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptavia, pardon me, Reptavia, posing problems that would cross her rabbi's eyes. Boy, 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 boy. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe take a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with a learned man 7 hours every day. This would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have worked hard. Dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dig-a-dum. A Lord who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would inspire some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man. I had a little accident with my horse.
Champion, you forgot the rabbi's order.
I know, Redmond.
Then, Champion, you forgot my order for Sabbath as well.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it? What's it say?
In a town called Rianka, all the Jews have been evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, maybe a plague. Who knows?
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
Only be
read it. This was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places where they cannot reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around, you curse and you chatter, but you don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, but you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Here, I was a student in the university.
The university. And this is where you learn to cheat your elders.
That's where I learned there's more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, when you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right and he's right. They cannot both be right.
You know, you're also right.
He's right. He's still where Fendi is. Good Sabbath, tell you.
Good Sabbath.
Sabbath, Debbie.
Sabbath.
Good Sabbath. Sabbath, tell you. Good Sabbath, tell you.
Sabbath.
The rabbi's order, my cheese.
Of course. So you're from Kiev, Reb. Reb.
Perchik.
Ah, Perchik. So you're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
That was Moses.
I'm sorry. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue, you know.
That was Moses also.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese?
Here, have a piece.
I have no money, and I am not a beggar.
Go on, it's a blessing for me to give.
Very well. For your sake.
Thank you. You know, it's no great crime to be poor.
In this world, it's the rich who are the criminals. Someday, their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, well, I would agree.
And just who will make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you.
like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Red Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters?
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I am a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Stay the Sabbath with us. Of course, we don't eat like kings. But we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sink.
And just where does the good book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that. But somewhere, it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children. Children. This is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine, and this is not mine. Virgin, this is Model Cam's oil, and here's the tea.
So you did me a favor and just came in.
This is also mine. Older, this is Perch. He is from Kiev. He will be staying the Sabbath with us. He is a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I am really a good teacher. A very good teacher.
Well, I heard once that the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of one.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The which he gets from me, as the good
Oh,
book
the good
says.
book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
What? No sweeting with us? Of course. With the blessings I for 2 more. Prince Sabieta, get washed. Get the table. Martha can help me, or I tell where you go to. You can wash outside of the well. Tabby, I have something to say to you.
Why should the day be so different?
I have to tell you.
Shh, I'm praying. Elgahim.
Lisa Wolf, he wants to see you.
The butcher, about what?
I don't know. Only that he says it is important.
What can be so important? I have nothing for him to slaughter. Elgahim.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk about what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, Elgahim, he can forget it.
Tabby, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you can talk to him.
Talk about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
Elgahim. All right, after the Sabbath I'll talk to him.
Mama, Yenta was here.
I know. I saw her.
They agree on some. It will be a match, and it will be too late for us.
Cycle, don't worry. An old friend of mine says he will sell me his new sewing machine. In a few weeks' time, I will have saved up enough money to buy it. Then your father will be impressed with me.
But Mama, a few weeks may be too late.
But what can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand. Tonight? Now?
But why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
But if he says no tonight, that's it. It's final. You shout at me.
Mother!
I'm just a poor tailor.
Mother, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
Well, that's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late! Where is everybody?
Retavia.
Come in, children. We're lighting the candle.
Retavia.
Come in, children.
Retavia.
What is it?
Well,
Well, Mottle, what is it?
good Sabbath, Retavia, good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in His royal shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways.
May God bless you and grant you long life. May God make you good mothers and wives.
Remorker,
Yes, Laser Wolf.
bring me 2 glasses and a bottle of your best brandy.
Your best brandy, Red Laser?
What's the occasion? Are you getting ready for a party?
There may be a party, maybe even a wedding.
A wedding? That's wonderful. And I shall be happy to make the wedding merry. Lead the dancing and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
Naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
If you'd like a drink, sit down, Fredka.
Vodka, schnapps? Vodka. Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Xavier.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my milk cow. Good evening, Red Laser. Ah, Timia, sit down. Would you like a drink? I won't insult you by saying no. So, Timia, how goes it with you?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I am sorry to hear that.
How is your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
He wrote you?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write. May I?
Terrier, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do. And there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
You'd have a few more without her.
I see. Today you want 1, tomorrow you may want 2.
What would I do with 2?
The same you do with 1.
Look, Terrier, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important?
Because frankly, I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my new milk cow. The one you want to buy from me.
Milk cow! So I want to be lonesome!
What's so funny?
I was talking about your daughter's item.
My daughter title?
Of course your daughter's item. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She makes a good impression on me. And as for me, Talia, you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a good shop, a servant. Look, let's try and stop impressing each other. Let's just shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And perhaps you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you! Shame! What do you mean, my own purse? My title is not the sort that I would sell for money.
All right, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's just call it a match. Look, Talia, I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with him if you talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. If you're rich enough, no one will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. Of course, he has a problem. He is much older than she is. That's her problem. But she is younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher, but I misjudged him. He is a good man. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Terry, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. to our prosperity, to our good health and happiness, and most important, to life, l'chaim, to life. Is to the Father I try to be.
It's to my right to be. Drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim.
L'chaim to life. Life has a way of confusing us.
Blessing and bruising us. Drink l'chaim to life.
God would like us to be joyful, even if our hearts lie banging on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for?
To life, l'chaim. To cycle, my daughter.
One wife, it gives you something to think about.
Something to drink about.
Drink l'chaim. To life. Remorca.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Drinks for everyone.
Hey! What's the occasion?
I'm taking myself for pride. Say yourself to society.
Ladies of old, to Tevya.
To cycle,
Your wife.
may all your future be blessed ones, not
Like a blessed one.
drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim to life. It takes a wedding to make a saying. Let's live another day. Drink l'chaim to life. Raise a glass and sip a cup of schnappsing on the road of fame. That will take us in. We know that when good fortune takes us to such place as the peace and happiness ever to. To us and our good fortune. Be happy, not life. And if our good fortune never comes, it's who will never come. Drink l'chaim. You will be my papa.
Your papa. Well, I always wanted born to the sun. But what a little younger myself, no.
What's the celebration? Evening festival. Tevye, he's marrying off his eldest. May I offer my congratulations, Tevye?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tevye, I have received a piece of news I think I ought to tell you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm telling you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest man. Even though you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. How often is it a man gets a compliment like that? And your news?
I have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom? Here!
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Nothing too serious. Just so that if the inspector should pass through, he will see we have done our duty. Personally, I do not see why we have to have this trouble between our people. But I thought I should tell you, and you can tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You are a decent man, if I may say so. It's too bad that you are not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. My congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dear God, why did you have to send me news like that? Today of all days. I know we are the chosen people, but once in a while, why can't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband, for my title, L'chaim.
Children, stop playing. It's time for lessons. Sit down, sit down. Now, children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together. All right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
What's he going to mean, man?
He was an employer. After Jacob worked 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. So, in order to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us you must never trust an employer. You understand?
Yes, Pritchett. Yes, Pritchett.
Good.
Papa, stop it!
No, Mama.
There are enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He stayed at home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and clean the car. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Pritchett.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son?
My little sisters have got big tongues.
And what do you know about him, except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he were the tinsmith's son, or the shoemaker's son?
Oh, well, at least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly, any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light!"
Oh, yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have spirit. Even a little intelligence. Perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Out curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Hoddle.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts, say, respectfully towards you. But of course, that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything is perfect, exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
Well, I'm looking at you.
You are very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. I learned it in Kiev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
Yeah. Just changed an old custom.
Well, thank you. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day?
Björk, Spring. What's your name?
Hello, Papa.
Where is Zeit?
She's in the barn.
Go call her out. Oh. Ah, Birch. How did the lessons go today?
Oh, I think we made a good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up. What happened last night besides you drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Have you got news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay. Bad news will refuse to leave. Then there's another saying.
Oh, you could die from such a man.
Ah, Zeigel, my lamb, come here. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
There's a wolf. He's asked for your hand.
I knew it, butcher. My heart told me this is my lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee.
What do you say, Zeigel?
What can she say? My firstborn bride. May you grow old in fortune and honor. Not like Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Zeigel. And now we thank Kendra. My Zeigel bride. I thank thee. Mazel tov, Zeigel.
You call that the mazel tov? And you, Bertie, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Zeigel, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What is so terrible about being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money, oh, it's the world's curse.
Then may the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Zeigel knows I lead only a welfare. Isn't that right, Zeigel?
Yes, Papa.
You see, I see. I see very well.
Well, Zeigel, why are you so silent?
Papa! Papa!
What is it? Tell me.
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll hoe rows. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
But what's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him. All my life I will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll hoe rocks.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement, well, it's an agreement.
Is that more important? And I am Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Seems you are not ordained to have all the comforts in life. Or that we should have a little joy in our old age. After all our hard work.
Red Tevye! Red Tevye, I need to talk to you.
Later, Model, later.
But I need to talk to you.
Not now, Model. I have problems.
But that's why I need to talk to you. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse. Good day, Model. Good day.
Well, at least listen to me, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
Well, Red Tevye, I hear you arranging a match for Zyko.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zyko.
What kind of match?
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit?
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit. Made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor. And tell me, who is it?
It's me. Myself.
Him. Himself. Either you're out of your mind, or you're crazy. You must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself. What are you? Everything. The bridegroom, the matchmaker, and the guests, all rolled into one. I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony. You must be crazy.
Red Tevye, I know it's a little unusual being my
Unusual. It's crazy.
Times are changing, Red Tevye. You see, over a year ago, your daughter Zyko and I gave each other our pledge that we would wed.
Gave each other a pledge.
Yes, Papa. We gave each other a pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Oh, where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America! And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You're nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon! This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. My son thinks I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One little time you pull out the rope, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter? Or doesn't anyone have to ask the father anymore?
Red Tevye, I've been wanting to ask you for some time. But first I wanted to save up enough money for my sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That may be true, Red Tevye. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you. Your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be? With a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Neptavia. You won't regret this.
Regret it? I regret it already.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
Thank you, Papa. They pledged their troth. Modern children. Golda! What will I tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Oh, God. You were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made the wall fall down when Moses opened Pharaoh's heart. That was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the doubt of a worthless lamp of clay. God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, moving around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one that I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
Ah! There's a mortal tiger!
Kevin, why are you howling like that?
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is who? What are you talking about?
From Sarah's first pipe. From Sarah, she was standing there a minute ago.
What's the matter with you, Kevin? Fruma Sarah, she has been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
Right. Only don't be frightened.
Tell me.
Right. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt we were having a celebration of some kind.
Everybody we knew was there, and musicians too. Then, in the middle of the dream, in walks your grandmother Zyko. May she rest in peace.
Grandmother Zyko? How did you know?
For a woman who's been dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her.
A blessing on your head, Mazel tov, Mazel tov. To see your daughter wed, Mazel tov, Mazel tov. And such a son in law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Mazel Kamzoil.
Martha?
A worthy boy is he, Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Of pious family, Mazel tov, Mazel tov. They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai. The tailor Mazel Kamzoil.
A tailor? She must have Pedro. She made the butcher.
You must have heard your grandma, there's no tailor. You mean a butcher, grandma, by the name they was.
And a joy, the tailor Mazel Kamzoil.
haven't got the man
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
And since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor Mottle cans oil.
The tailor Mottle cans oil. The tailor Mottle cans oil. The tailor Mottle cans oil. Thank you.
Here? Ted decided to marry Mottle, not Lisa Wolf.
No!
Yes!
Cycle's marrying Mottle?
Yes!
No! What's all the excitement?
Tevye Cycle's going to marry...
I know, Lisa Wolf the butcher.
No! Mottle the tailor.
Mottle a tailor? That's terrible.
Imagine, Cycle's marrying Mottle. I can't believe it.
What's wrong with my boy Mottle?
Excuse me, Shandor. Mazel tov.
Joshua, take a wedding hat for me. Lisa will fall to the house, but it's not cheap. Have his bride, have his hat. Come, Mottle. Papa, will you look after the shop for me?
Of course.
Thank you. Come, Mottle.
We just heard about your sister and Mazel tov.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mistletoe, Tuba. Mistletoe.
Please, may I pass?
Why, we're congratulating you.
Mistletoe, Tuba. Mistletoe.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it. Listen here, Pencoed. Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about them. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes. I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? Didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead, take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. He wants to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. When you return it, we'll talk about it for a while. We'll talk about life, how we feel about things. It can all turn out quite pleasant. Good day.
Good day.
Fiesta?
Good day, Jessica.
newlyweds, Markle and Zaito. May they live together in peace to a ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
And here is our beloved Rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
Amen. Now I would like to announce that the bride's parents are going to give the newlyweds the following. A new feather bed, a pair of pillows, goose pillows, and this pair of candlesticks. Now, that's not an joy tonight. Forget those. We're no longer with us. Our dear and departed. We live in pain. Died. Pain. Poverty. But enough tears. Let us be merry and content like our good friend Laserwolf. Who has everything in the world except the bride. But he has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds. He would like to announce himself. Come, Laserwolf.
Like he says, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. But I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens for each of the first of the 5 Sabbaths of their wedded lives.
Families, you are a decent man. In the name of my daughter Title and a new husband, I accept your gifts. There is a famous saying that
I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your saying.
But if you'd only wait a second, Why
should I listen to you? A man who breaks his agreements.
Stop now, Laser. In the middle of a wedding?
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding.
It should have been.
Laser, don't shame your Kelly and his daughter.
Please shame in front of the whole village.
Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's all sit down.
We all hear the wise words of the rabbi.
Now I'd like to sing a little song.
And you said,
Please, my chickens out of this. We made the agreement.
The terms weren't said.
They drank on it.
Show them they drank on it.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
I had a sign. My old grandmother came just from her grave.
What sign? My grandfather came from his grave to say your grandmother was a liar.
We drank on it.
Quiet! What's all this screaming about? An agreement? A sign? They drank on it? It's all nonsense. Zeitel wanted to marry Mottle. And not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself.
Why not? Yes, they love each other.
Love? That's terrible. He's a radical.
And what becomes of the matchmaker?
I say.
I know. Let's all sit down.
Musicians, play something. A dance, a dance. Come on, dance. The wedding, isn't it?
Stop it!
What are you doing?
Magic!
Who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
It's no sin to dance the wedding.
But with a girl?
That's when we come to bringing a wild man into your house.
He's not the wild man. His ideas, well, they may be a little different, but
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi,
Dancing, it's not exactly forbidden.
there you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin either. Now who will dance with me?
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play. Look at Telia's daughter.
She's dancing with a man.
I can see she's dancing. I'm going to dance with my wife. Hold on.
I see we came at a bad time, Tevye. I'm sorry, but the order's here for tonight, for the whole village.
Go on, play! Play! All right, man.
No! Hit it!
That's enough! I'm genuinely sorry, Ted. You understand.
Oh,
Come.
Take him in the house.
Well, what are you all standing around for? Clean up! Clean up! That was quite the dowry you gave my daughter title at their wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Mottle and Title have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're both so happy they don't know how miserable they are. Mottle keeps talking of a new sewing machine. I know you're very busy, Godfrey. Wars and revolutions, floods and plagues, all those little things that bring people to you. But couldn't you take 1 second away from your catastrophes and get one for him? How much would that be to ask? Oh, and while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much now? I'm sorry. As the good book says, why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Hubble.
So why should I be upset? If you must leave, then you must.
I do have to. They expect me in here tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally you feel you personally have to.
Not only me. Many people. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what's going on. You understand?
I understand. Of course. You want to leave. And then goodbye.
Hoddle, your father, the others here. Think what happened to Zeitel's wedding was a little cloudburst, and it's over. Everything will now be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages being emptied of their people. And it's reaching everywhere. And it will reach here. You understand?
Yes. I suppose I do.
I have great work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Percy.
Before I go, there is a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question.
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and woman, known as marriage, is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favour of it. You understand?
Well, I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you accept, and we can consider ourselves engaged. Even though I have to go away.
Yes.
I am very happy, Honor. Very happy.
So am I. And when will we be married, Percy?
As soon as I can, I will send for you. It will be a hard life, Honor.
Yes. But it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Octavia. I'm afraid I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
I'm sorry to hear that, Percy. We will all miss you.
But I also have some good news. You may congratulate me.
Congratulations! What for?
We're engaged!
Engaged!
Oh, yes, Papa. We're engaged.
No, you're not! I know you like him, and he likes you. But you're going away, and you're staying here. So have a nice trip, Percy. We will all miss you. And my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I gave my permission to bottle and cider. So now naturally you think you also have a right. I'm sorry, Percy. I like you, but you're going away. So go in good health. Have a nice trip. And my answer is still no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
You're not listening. I say no. I'm sorry, Otto, but we will find somebody else for you here in Anatevka.
Octavia, we're not asking for your permission, only for your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission.
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing for what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least with sight of a model, they ask me, they beg me. Now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, he went and tear up my beard and uncover my head. Tradition, they're not even asking permission from the Papa. What's happening to the tradition? One little time you pull out the thread. Where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's marrying my daughter. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. And first, he abandons her.
Oh, he's not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? On the other hand, they decided it without parents, without the matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. And it seems that these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I lock her up in her room. I couldn't, I should. But
tradition. Well, children, you have my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Uncle. You don't know how happy that makes me.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. And what will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps if you tell us something, I'm going to visit a rich uncle. Something like that.
Thank you, Perchik. But I can handle my own wife. Golda! Golda! Hello, Golda. I was just talking to Perchik and Hodler.
Well?
They seem to be very fond of each other.
Well?
I have decided to give them my permission to become engaged. They have to go to the house.
Just like this? Without even asking me?
Who asks you? I'm the father.
Who is he? A pauper. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle.
A rich uncle?
A very rich uncle. He is a good man, Golda. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more important, Hodl likes him. Hodl loves him. So what can we do? It's a new world. A new world. Love. Golden. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well?
With our daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go right out. Maybe it's indigestion.
But Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love you? For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
But Golda, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. But now I'm asking, Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well?
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Oh, Sighted, darling. I've just seen your sister Harbour with that Fietta. And it's not the first time I've seen them together.
You saw Harbour with Fietta?
Would I make it up? Oh, and Sighted, I was at the post office today, and the postmaster said there was a blackbird for your sister Harbour.
Oh, wonderful! I'll go get it.
I got it. It's from her intended purchase.
Harbour will be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's open.
It happens to be open. Rick! Such news for you. Remember Perchik, the crazy student? Remember at the wedding? When Saturn had a bottle, and Perchik started dancing with Tavia's daughter Bubble. Well, I just learned that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Yes!
Shandle, wait till I tell you! Remember Pershing, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tavia's Hoddle. Well, I've just heard that Hoddle's been arrested in Kiev. No! Terrible, terrible.
Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Zaitov's wedding. When Tanya danced with Golda, well, I've just heard that Tanya's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev. She did! She did!
Remember Bridget?
Yes.
Started all the trouble.
So?
Something you should know. That Golda's been arrested, Hoddle's gone to Kiev, Mottle's got his dancing, Tevia's acting strange, Sprinter has the measles, Bielka has the mumps.
That's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, that hero of yours? Arrested and convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. Everything he does is for humanity. He cares nothing for himself.
But if he did nothing wrong, then he wouldn't be in trouble.
Oh, Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph and Abraham and Moses do? And they had troubles.
But why won't you tell me where he is, this Joseph of yours?
It is far, Papa. It is terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asks you to leave your father and mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there.
No, Papa. He did not ask me to go. But I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
But Hoddle...
Papa. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from home I
perform the ceremony in that wilderness.
Father, I promise you, we will be married under a canopy.
No doubt the rabbi or two were also arrested. Well, give him my regards, that Moses of yours. I always liked him. Tell him that I rely on his honor to treat you well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows. And we shall never see each other again.
Then we shall leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm.
afternoon, Fiedka. I came for the shirt. Oh, it's ready. Look at my new sewing machine. I see. Congratulations. Thank you. Good day. Good day.
How does it work?
It's an amazing thing. You work it with your hands like this. However, you must tell your parents about us.
I will, but I'm afraid.
However, let me talk to your father.
No, that would be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good day.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
What were you and he talking about?
Nothing. We were just talking. Papa, Fiedka and I, we've known each other for a long time now.
Carver, I would be much happier if you would remain friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are, who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on earth have names.
Fiedka's not a creature, Papa. Fiedka is a man.
Who is saying that he isn't? It's just, he's a different sort of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind, which translated means, a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
But the world is changing, Papa.
No, it isn't. Some things don't change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that.
We?
Fiedka and I, we want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? Do you know what this means? Marrying outside of the faith.
But Papa...
Carver, you must forget this. You must never mention his name again. You must never see him again. Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you.
You're finally here? Let's go home. It's time for supper.
No, I want to see Model's new machine.
You'll see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman. Don't make me angry. And when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After you finish supper, I'll faint. Come home.
Golda, you must not forget, I am the man of the family. I am the head of the house. And I want to see Model's new machine now. Now we can go home. How long can my poor old horse complain about his leg? Dear God, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he on 3? I know I'm very upset about my horse. He is one of your creatures. He has the same rights that I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, and the right to work like a horse. But dear God, I'm sick. I'm tired of pulling this cart. I know I should push it a while.
Tevye.
What is it?
It's Harva. She left home this morning with Fiedka.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? Go home, Golda.
We have other children at home. Go home, Golda. You have work to do. I have work to do.
But Harper!
Harper is dead to us. You must forget her. Go home, Golda. I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you were, Carvalade, Carvalade. Little bird, little Carvalade, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Carvalade, Carvalade. How can I accept them? How can I deny everything that I believe in? On the other hand, how can I deny my own child? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on the faith of my people? If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No, Carver. No, no, no.
But Carver! Carver!
thought as you knew him so well, you would have told him what is true and what is not.
What rumors?
Some of them Zoladin told me that they'd issued an edict, that we all mustn't leave.
Shh! Welcome, Your Honor. What is the good news of the world?
I see you have company.
They are my friends.
It is just as well. What I have to say affects them also. Tell me, Tevye, how long will it take you to sell your house, all of your household goods?
Why should I sell my house? Is it in anybody's way?
I came here to tell you you were going to have to leave Anatevka.
And how did I come to deserve such an honor?
Not just you, of course, but all of you. At first I thought you would be spared because of your daughter Harvey.
My daughter is dead.
I understand. At any rate, what I have to say affects all of you. You must all leave.
But this corner of the world, it has always been our home. Why should we leave?
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world, troublemakers.
Like us?
It's not just you. All of your people's villages are being cleared. Zoladin, Rabalevka, the whole district is being emptied. I have an order here. It says you must leave within 3 days.
And you, who have known us all your life, you will carry out this order.
I don't have a say in the matter. Don't you understand?
We understand.
What if we refuse to leave?
You will be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Stay in our home.
Refuse to leave.
Keep our land. Fight.
Against our army? I would not advise it.
I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my house. This is still my land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days. After your lifetime, a piece of paper, and get here. We should get together with the people of Zoladin.
Maybe they have a plan.
We defend ourselves. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, eh?
Very good. And then the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Would this be a good time for him to come?
We'll just have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start.
He's right.
3 days?
I've more than 100 bottles of vodka. What will I do with them?
All I do is wife, and 3 children.
Well, Anatevka never was a garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A broom.
A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench.
A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass around Anatevka don't even know they've been there.
A stick of wood.
A piece of
What do we leave? Nothing much, only Anatevka. Anatevka, Anatevka, underfed, overworked. Anatevka, where else could
moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
With Uncle Abra, but he doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us.
We'll be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Marco, be careful with these. My mother and my father made the rest in peace given to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golden, darling. I had to come and see you before I left. I have such news for you. Golden, darling, you remember yesterday I said I did not know what I would do with these old poems of mine? Well, now I know. You want to hear? I'll tell you. All my life, I have dreamed of going to one place. But now I'll walk. I'll crawl. I'll get there. Golden, you know where? You'll never guess. What do we say every year at Passover? Next year in the Holy Land. Next year in Jerusalem.
You're going to the Holy Land?
You guessed. And you know why? Last night in my sleep, my husband, my Aaron, he came to me. And he said, Niente, go to the Holy Land. Of course, normally I would not listen to him. Too much grace he was not trusted. But in my sleep it's a sign, right? So somehow I'll get there. And what will I do when I'm there? I'm a matchmaker? No, I'll arrange marriages. So I'm going to the Holy Land to make our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So goodbye, Golda.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well and go in peace.
Maybe next time we will meet on happier occasions. Until then, we suffer. We suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
We have to hurry, Golda. Come on, Golda. We have to leave soon.
Leave? It sounds so easy.
We will all be together soon. Mottle, Title, and the baby, they'll come too. You'll see. That Mottle, he is a person.
And Hodel and Perchik? When will we ever see them?
Do they come visiting us every Sabbath from Siberia? And you know what she writes? He sits in prison all day, and she works hard. But soon he will be set free. And between the both of them, they will turn the whole world upside down. She couldn't be any happier. And the other children, well, they'll be with us.
Not all.
All. Come on, Golda. We have to finish packing.
I still have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor.
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tibia, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago. My wife, Uma Sarah. May she rest in peace. Has a brother there.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, I hate him. But a relative is a relative.
Title. Are they finished inside?
Almost, Papa.
Papa! Papa will see you. I want him to. I came to say goodbye to him. He will not listen. But at least he will hear. Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama that... Papa! Papa, we came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Papa. Mama.
Yes, we are also moving. Some are driven by edicts, others by silence. Come, Hava.
Goodbye, Harper. Fiedka.
God be with you.
God be with you. We will write to you in America if you like.
You can stay with Uncle Abraham.
Yes, Mama.
We will be staying with Uncle Abraham. We will be staying with Uncle Abraham. Does the whole world have to know our business?
Stop yelling and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
Quiet, woman. I don't need to take my advice from you. Title, don't forget the baby. We have to catch a train and a boat. The elder Spritzer, put that bundle on the wagon.
Goodbye, Papa.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Lotto.
Goodbye, Red Tabia.
Work hard, mortal. Come to us soon.
I will, Red Tabia. I will.
Bye, Mama. Goodbye.
Come on, Golda. We can leave that pot.
No, we can't.
All right, we'll take it.
Going on a train on a bus.
Stop that. Behave yourself. We're not in America yet.
Come on. Let's go. time of the week where I suppose I better say something. First things first, did you all enjoy it? Yeah! No. Did you all enjoy it? Yeah! Right, well, it's been a very long week, and all I can say is I'm very upset it's over. It's been brilliant, and it's been one of the best shows I've ever done. I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years, for all my sins. But I'm exhausted, basically. Right, I'd just like to thank everybody who's helped out, all the parents out there, all this wonderful cast. Now, there's people every year that do near the most work and never get seen throughout all the week. So I'd just like to thank the backstage crew for coming out, boys. You know what? Even London can master better than that. Right, and there's one special person who's made a lot of this scenery happen that everybody seems to forget, and that's Mr. Desborough. So I'd just like to all thank Mr. Desborough. Well, I don't think he's here, so if he is, thanks. Right, now, if I could have my little helper to bring on all the little prezzies.
Sweet.
And this is a bit where I feel like Santa Claus today. Right, let's dig through the bag then. Okay, if we could have, who's this? Mr. Madge.
Who's that?
I don't know. And while we're waiting for Mr. Madge to come up on stage, well, there you are. How did you get done here so quick? I'd just like to thank all the people up in the lightning box who you might not have seen before. Especially Mr. Madge, who's down on stage. Gareth Smith. Gareth Smith. Yeah. I'd like to thank Gareth Smith for helping us on the follow spot, Craig Luke for sound, Ryan for lights, Miss Griffiths for arranging all the lighting plot, and anybody else I missed out that's up there. Thanks. And then Mr. Madge, a little Freddy. Thanks. Okay. Next, we have a person who has caused many arguments between the cast tonight, only tonight, because everybody seemed to want to give him his present, and we couldn't pick somebody. So I think we got it down to two people, Fiona and Carolyn, to tell him his present. Somebody else who every year nobody seems to see, she always does a lot of work, and without her the big scenes like Tradition and all the others wouldn't have happened, because she choreographed, or whatever the word is. Anyway, can we thank Miss Lane, and have we got something to give Miss Lane's present?
who has helped me a lot these past couple of days. Because if you haven't noticed, I had a couple of quick changes back there. And basically, she dressed me. What more can I say? So if you have something to give Miss Nelson a present to? And Mrs. Nelson has also not just helped you dress, but she's helped organise all the costumes in the changing room. But this is the woman who helped get the costumes together coming up next. She sort of designed them, put them together, ordered them. Basically, every costume you see here is because of her. That's all I can say. If Mrs. Jones could come up on stage. Okay, now we're only left with some strange people. And I'm very, very sorry for these people being there. I mean, they've been brilliant, basically. Okay, first, we got the strange bloke who always waves a stick down the front. Mr. Martin, could you come up on stage, please, sir? Message from Mr. Martin, right, because they have been brilliant to us, and I mean, without them, the music wouldn't have gone on. Just a round of applause for the orchestra, please. And now, I think that's it for me. Now, there's sort of one more person, I suppose, we could give some presents. And she's been stressed out more than anybody you would believe. She's been running around doing everything. So, could we have, what's her name then? J, okay. Can we have Mrs. J out, please? She's been very, very stressed right across the room. So first of all, we got a aromatherapy kit. And slightly more helpful.
So I leave you now. Thank you very